What a surprise Saturday was in the National League. Hello and welcome back to my channel, guys. Wasn't yesterday in the National League quite surprising? I can't remember a league, a league match day where the top three in the division all lose. It does show you that you cannot take any team in this league lightly. All three top sides in Stockport, in Halifax and in Wrexham all lost to teams that basically have nothing to play for. Stockport lost to Yeovil, shockingly. Halifax lost to Southend, shockingly. And Wrexham have blown it for a second time. I mean, Stockport have literally opened the door for Wrexham twice. They lost to Grimsby Easter Monday, and then, Good Friday, and then lost again yesterday to Yeovil as well. And in that time, Wrexham have only been able to pick up 1 point in that time, but in those two games where Stockport have failed. And yesterday when they did it to Woking, you sat there thinking, especially when they took the lead, you're thinking, surely this is Wrexham's chance. Wrexham fans, I'm sorry, I think you guys have blown it already. Because if you'd have won that, then you play midweek, which we're going to go into. This is what the video is going to be about. And then one at Southend. Your next two games are before Stockport play again. Because they play on the late game next Saturday. But I believe you've blown it. Because I mean, yeah, Stockport are on a blip at the moment, really. But you're not taking advantage of Stockport slip-ups. And I think that's what... and Halifax will be gutted, because they could have actually overtaken Wrexham with that result. But, again, it just shows you that against teams that are not fighting for anything, have got no pressure whatsoever on them, they are the most dangerous matches. And those three results yesterday keep everybody humble, I think. So, unfortunate for Stockport, they didn't extend the lead. Wrexham, they didn't close the gap. And Halifax, I suppose for them, no real damage done, but they'll be disappointed with Wrexham slipping up. And actually, if they'd have won, that would have put them actually back in the title race. But that's probably them out the title race now, realistically. But Wrexham did not do themselves any favours. Hard luck, as it's going to become... it's more like a title jog at the moment. Not really a title race, especially with Wrexham slipping up at the weekend. But now, on to business coming up in the National League. This is going to be about the midweek games. Now, there are not many midweek games. There are only 4 games in midweek in the National League on Tuesday. So anybody that's had a game in hand, this is one of them. And I'm going to take you through the 4 and let you know my predictions for these 4. And the first game we'll start with is Bromley hosting Aldershot. Now, Bromley they are one of those teams that, again, have fell off the cliff. Losing to Boreham on Saturday, you're thinking there's absolutely... I don't believe there's any chance now for Bromley to realistically have a playoff charge. Bromley are in 11th place. They're 12 points behind the playoff places. yes, they've got a game in hand, some 2 games in hand. But like I said, 12 points off the top 7, I just can't see them doing it. And other teams above them are slipping up. So I think Bromley's playoff push is now over, unfortunately for them. Aldershot, I think they're in a difficult position, Aldershot, right now. I mean, Aldershot are, the 4th bottom. They're 7 points clear of Kings Lynn with 2 games in hand. One more win would guarantee them safety. If I'm honest, they could lose the remaining 5 games they've got, and they could still stay up. It's quite a difficult situation for motivation, knowing that you only need that 1 win, and really, Kings Lynn are realistically the only team that can catch them, but they've only got 3 games left. Aldershot, really, if they pick up a point against Bromley, which I can see them doing, they'll be safe, really, as long as they pick something up. But they're in a kind of situation that they probably don't need to pick anything up. Not realistically. I mean, if Kings Lynn lose in their next game, they're down anyway. So it is a kind of very, very difficult situation for Aldershot. So I would say this for Aldershot, take this as a real free swing for them. It's completely in their hands against Bromley. Bromley are in rotten form. Only 1 win in the last 5. Like I said, loss to Boreham would have been as much off a cliff as them. And it just shows you, Michael Cheek doesn't score, you stop Bromley. I'm sure for the Bromley faithful, it's getting a little bit, well, it's shocking really, the way they did start to how they've ended up pretty much wimping out of the playoff hunt. So much so, it's going to be unpopular, but here you go, so much so, I'm going to basically say Aldershot are going to win this one. Do they need to? No, not really. Can they? Yeah, they can. In fact, so much so, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Aldershot Town. Why not? Aldershot have got practically nothing to lose here. So I'm going to say 2-0 to the Shots of Aldershot against Bromley. The second game on is playoff chasing Notts County. They go to already relegated Dover on Tuesday night. Notts County are in 7th place on 70 points. 4 points ahead of Dagenham and Redbridge in 8th. This is Notts County's game in hand. I would say about 6 weeks ago, this would be a gimme for Notts County, really. 6 to 8 weeks ago would have been a gimme. At the moment, this isn't a gimme. This truly is not a gimme. Dover lost at the weekend against Chesterfield, but that was only 3-2. They are starting to score some goals. They are starting to become a threat, and I do think they'll score against Notts County. I think Notts County are going to have to, be on their best game against Dover, because this is not going to be a gimme game for them, like I said, like it would have been about 2 months ago. Notts County again, Wotton scoring, Rodriguez scoring, fantastic front 3 they've got there. But is that all they've got? And I think the major concern again for Notts County is anybody seems to be scoring against them. Anybody's scoring against them. I mean, Kings Lynn did over Easter. Weymouth did. Yes, they won 4-1 and 3-1 respectively. But I just feel like Notts County are too easy to play. You know that you're going to get chances against Notts County. It's just how clinical are you going to be? Do you know what? This one I'm torn by because I think that Notts County should beat Dover, but like I've said before, the teams that have got nothing to play for, they're far more dangerous than teams that do. Dover are starting to find a bit of rhythm, really, because the pressure's off. Plain and simple, it's because the pressure is off. You know, and I think that Notts County are going to find this tricky. I think they've got to bury Dover, realistically. But I'm going to say Notts County will do it, which I believe will all but seal their playoff place if they do. But I'm actually gonna I'm gonna go 3-2 to Notts County against Dover. If they can do it to Chesterfield, they can do it to Notts County. Just because of that front three they've got. But I think Dover will be more than in the game. And would it surprise me if Dover spun a surprise? Not in the slightest. But I am going to go for Dover 2, Notts County 3. And with the way results were on Saturday, I could be very, very, very wrong with that prediction. But we'll wait and we shall see. The third game on Tuesday is Southend at home to Boreham Wood. Boreham Wood must be ecstatic. They finally won a game of football, first time in 11. Boreham Wood beat Bromley. Has it put the playoff hopes back? Very faintly. I mean, they're 8 points from it. So they're not out of it, but I don't also think they're in it. Against Southend, that got a fantastic win over Halifax at the weekend. Wasn't expected. It could be one of those games again that, you know, Boreham would need a result to keep any lingering hopes of a playoff place alive. They need to beat Southend. Southend don't have to win. You know, they've won the last two again. No pressure on them whatsoever. So much so, I'm actually going to go for a Southend win here. A 2-0 Southend United win against Boreham Wood. Maybe that could kickstart Boreham Wood. But again, like I said, you've got a side that's got nothing to lose. And it could easily go to Southend. And I'm going to give it 2-0 to Southend over Boreham Wood. But if Boreham Wood can get a win, they'll give themselves a little squeak. But I'm going to go for Southend to get the result. And finally, for Tuesday night, Weymouth host Wrexham. I don't think I want to be Weymouth right now, because I think deep down Wrexham will be absolutely fuming with themselves. Coming back from Woking yesterday, they've got to be fuming because they'll know that Stockport losing in 2 of the last 3 games and Wrexham not taking advantage both times that Stockport have lost. This could be a baptism of fire for Weymouth. That's probably the worst result that could have happened for Weymouth. I do fancy Wrexham to win this quite handsomely and probably Probably basically boot Weymouth so far out the league. They won't know where they're going to land. I don't think. I do fancy Wrexham with a big win here. I'm even going to go for a big win because you just get that feeling with Wrexham. They are not going to like losing to Woking the way they did. Again, Weymouth, they're still fighting. They're not mathematically down yet, but they're all but down. To be honest, I think they'll be better once they are down. But I do fancy Wrexham to do it. I'm going to go for Weymouth 0, Wrexham 5. And that's not to be disrespectful towards Weymouth. I just think it could be a baptism of fire for Wrexham. And I think they're going to want to lay a marker down and probably show their anger and their frustration. So my winners are Wrexham, Southend, Notts County, narrowly, and Aldershot. I believe are going to be the winners for the games on the 26th, which of course is Tuesday night. So now, all you guys in football and in the National League supporters, give me your predictions for these 4 games on Tuesday night of Bromley, Aldershot, Dover, Notts County, Southend, Bournemouth, and Weymouth and Wrexham. What do you think the scores are going to be? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like the video, hit the like button. Click the subscribe button. That'll let you know when I upload a new video. Click the bell icon. That will let you know when I am uploading some new content. And I will see you guys very, very soon for another video with me. It's Dino. I'll see you soon.